There we go. Okay, let's do another one that was fun. But here's another one. Let's suppose there are two people here, Anthony and John. Okay, the names are, again, I think they're from the book, so if anyone else has those names, that's just a coincidence. Let's say they're exercising regularly. They're tracking their weight loss. Okay, so they're father and son. Let's suppose they both lost 10 pounds. Well, can we determine if they lost the same percentage of weight, though? Can we determine if they both lost? Like, can we say they both lost 10% of their weight? Well, turns out the answer is no. And why is it no? We don't know their starting weights. We know they both lost 10 pounds, but that's not the same as saying they both lost 10%. Right? To say you lost a 10%, 10% of what? You have to know their starting weight. For instance, let's suppose Anthony weighed 190 pounds and John weighed 155. They both lost 10 pounds, but who lost a larger percentage? Let's see. Remember, they lost 10 pounds, right? So I put a negative in just to indicate that they're losing weight. So they lost 10 pounds. So for John, 10 pounds of 190, he lost 5.3% of his weight. Anthony, however, since his weight was 155, he lost a larger percentage. Excuse me, John lost a larger percentage. It's kind of like in the percentage example. I mean, you could think of it as how much they lost is part, right? That's how much they lost. And then whole is their starting value. No, excuse me, wait. You could think of this as calculating relative change. That's better. Where the absolute change, what's on top, the finish minus the starting, that's what they lost. That's the 10 pounds. But the starting values is how much their weights, they started at. So I'm saying here that Anthony started at 190 pounds. He lost 10. So his absolute change, right, his ending weight minus starting weight, that's 10 pounds. Minus 10, actually. And his starting weight was 190. Same thing with John, except his starting weight's 155. So I guess what I'm saying here is you have to be careful. If they both lost 10 pounds, that doesn't tell you much about percentage. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, here's another one. I want you guys to try this. Suppose Joyce, this is actually from the book, she paid $84.50 for something in a store, and it was 30, but the price is 35% off the original price. What's the original price? Actually, you know what? It's 202. Yeah, take about like a minute or two to try this. Everyone right now. Okay. Yeah, let me just stop sharing it for a second so I can stop the recording. Actually, no, never mind. Let me keep sharing it. I was gonna stop the recording, but let me just let it keep going. So again, she paid only $84.50. They told her this is the price. This is 35% off the original price. What's the new price? I mean, what's the old price, that is? It's getting close. It's 203. Let's do it together. So basically, we want the price it started at, right? They're telling us that they took 35% off that starting price and they got this new price. That's what they're saying. So we don't know what the starting price is, right? So I'm going to call that P, and we're going to figure out what P is. What they're telling us, though, is they took 35% off of P, right? So the discount is 35% of P, which is this, right? We did that last time. You know, if you calculate a percentage of something, you multiply, like we did, like I did here. So the 84.50, the amount she paid, is equal to this. The original price minus the 35%. That's what the $84.50 is. The original price minus the 35%, and that's what this is. Now, can we get P? Well, yeah. Right? Basically, what I did here was I factored out P. Doing so, we're left with 1 minus 0.35. Essentially, remember, when you factor, essentially, it's just using distribution in the opposite way, right? If you distributed this, you would have this. You're removing a common factor. So we get 0.65 times P. So really what we have then is 0.65 times P is equal to this. And so we just divide to get the original price, which is $130. Okay, that's good. And there's actually another way to solve this if you think about it, and even if you look at the calculation here. I mean, if you think about it, if they took 35% off and got this, then this here, the 84.50, is really 65% of the original price. Right? If you take 35% off of something, what's left is 65%. Oh, wait, sorry. That was a check, but we'll get to that shortly. But that's really what this is saying here. So 65% of the original is this. And that's on the next slide. Here I just did a quick check in case anyone needed it, just to show that, yeah, in fact, we did do the calculation right. But this is what I was trying to say. But again, you get $130 as before. Okay, that's it for chapter 4. What I want to do next is start chapter 5.